To get a better sense of just what's at stake here, I'm joined by Mowaffak al Rubaie, who is a former national security advisor in Iraq, and Mehmet Ogutcu, who is a former Turkish diplomat and the CEO of Global Resources Partnership. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Straight Talk.
Pleasure.
Mowaffak, I'm going to start with you. The planned Uvukköy border gate will directly link Turkey with Baghdad. If Iraq is to successfully rebuild, how important is this new highway?
Well, this is going to be like a lifeline for the reconstruction campaign of Iraq after we defeated Daesh.
And why? Commercially or also for the people as well?
Well, it's commercially as well as give Iraq more options. One route is going through the Erbil and Sulaymaniyah and then Baghdad. Another route is direct to not going through the KRG, it's going to bypass the KRG, and it's commercially much better to have the more the merrier.
What about for the people of Iraq? How much will it benefit them on a social kind of cohesion sense if we can get that link rebuilt?
Well, Turkey has a long history in Iraq. The Turks have been in Iraq for hundreds of years, and their social connection to Iraq is very good, and it goes in the history. And I believe the commercial and the trade and business and economic connection is going to be much better if we have the social reconnection as well back to normal.
Talking about some opportunities, I might just throw it over to you there, Mehmet. This transport link, if it does successfully connect Turkey then all the way through to Europe, it could be a vital energy link to transport and open up some energy markets for Iraq. Is that a viable long-term plan?
Well, I think it is going to be a game changer in the relationship between Baghdad and Ankara.
How so?
Because for so long, the relationship has been troubled, involving also Kurdish regional government of Iraq and how Turkey dealt with Erbil and energy exports from this region. I think Ankara made its decision quite clear that it's going to work through Baghdad. And Baghdad also has shown very positive signals that it is going to work with Ankara. This infrastructure connection through the Uvukköy gate all the way to Mosul and then Baghdad will open wide the avenues for trade, investment, and other interactions.
Is it viable to think that it will open up trade into Europe?
If both sides persist in this objective, that's going to be win-win. I think it's going to work. One party that might be a bit annoyed, frustrated, will be Erbil, because it will be sidelined somehow. And Turkey also geostrategically would like to keep the option of opening to the Arab world, because we have troubles in Syria, as you know, and with KRG also relationship has been a bit somehow up and down, erratic. But now with this direct entry into Iraq, and then through Iraq to Basra and the Gulf region, this is also an integral part of Iraq's bigger picture reconstruction efforts after 15 years of wars. $90 billion of investment we are expecting, and Turks hope to get some share, hopefully lion's share in this reconstruction business.
Yeah.
See, this link, I believe, is going to be it will complete the dry canal we were talking about to connect the east and west.
Yes.
From the Gulf of Basra into Europe. So this link is the missing link. If we complete this link, all the railway, the roads, and well, everything will be connecting the Gulf of Basra into Europe.
Earlier on, you said we can turn the page now on security. Can we really? Is it safe to say that, you know, for governments, for businesses, come in, Iraq is now open for reconstruction business? It's still a bit of a dangerous area.
Well, I can be rest assured that Iraq is good for business now, open for business, and diplomats, officials and businessmen can visit the country safely and no problem. And if you compare Baghdad to Mexico City, for example, and which is 9 million with 9 million. the level of violence in Mexico City is 10 times the violence in Baghdad.
Mehmet, let's talk about the position of Iran within Iraq. First of all, let's talk about trade. Iraq has preferably in the past imported a lot of its commercial goods, construction goods from Iran because it has been cheaper. Now, because of the sanctions, that supply chain is cut. Can you see Turkey stepping in now to fill that void and increasing a commercial trade with Iran? I
think Iraqi-Iranian trade investment flows will not stop because of the sanctions. U.S. has provided 45 days of waiver as an exception, but this will be, I'm sure, extended further. But independently of that, Turkey used to be #1 trading partner for Iraq for long years. Now I think we will, now not so, because China, Russia, I think, took this away from Iraq. But now, with stepping up of efforts of infrastructure connection, I should also mention here that this connection, if we can manage from Basra all the way to Ortaköy, and then link to Turkey with China's Belt and Road Initiative. This is a gigantic project, as you know, of about $900 billion, connecting China to Central Asia, Caspian, Turkey to Europe. And this Iraqi connection will link to that as well, will become of the global chain, part of global chain. Security-wise, we will still be concerned whether PKK might attack, whether ISIS still, although significantly reduced, might be a threat to that.
Yes, because
so both countries
there were some grand plans you had there, but as a businessman yourself, do you think that this is viable? I mean, can you see it happening?
I see that happening. I'm very optimistic about that. If Baghdad and Ankara persist and involve somehow Erbil in this picture as well, because if you sideline and isolate Erbil, then it's not going to be a three-side win-win project. So we have to bring Erbil somehow to the picture. As you say, already the ties are getting better, especially thanks to Bahram Salih becoming the president as well.
Thank you, Mohammed. I believe we have to here say that Iraqis are against the U.S. sanction against Iran. We Iraqis suffered a great deal from the sanction, UN sanction during the 90s. So we are against the sanction. And we have a symbiotic relationship with Iran. We will try to help Iran in any shape or form to bust this sanction, this horrible, deplorable state of. The relationship between Iraq and Iran is symbiotic, okay, complementing each other. We have a security strategic relationship partnership with the United States of America. We don't think that these two, I think these two are not mutually exclusive.
They can coexist.
I think they are complementing each other. It's very good for security of Iraq and good for the economy and rebuilding and neighborhood of Iraq. That's why we need to look in a completely different eye. The Trump administration eye is completely different from what we think is good for Iraqis, is good for Iraq. What's good for Iraq is the most important things because see, united strong Iraq is the only insurance policy for the security and prosperity and stability of the whole region.
Hopefully, with this border gate, if it does go ahead, we're going to see a great deal of prosperity flowing into and out of the country. Gentlemen, both of you, thank you so much for being here on Straight Talk.
Thank you.
Pleasure.